feet, one more comma,
Today, we'll be doing Surf's Up. Let me take you back to where we got the classics, B-movie, Shrek 3, Meet the Robinsons, and Ratatouille. And then, we got one of the most underrated movies that has been released in history of video games. It is just insane how phenomenally this movie has aged in the past decade. All I can remember about this movie is watching this at 5 p.m. in the afternoon while seeing the sunset setting down on the window. And it hits just like... Considering the nostalgia factor out of the way, this movie is a generational masterpiece. Because you have to consider the time it was released. This was released back in 2007. 2000! That's 17 years ago. And remember, this was the year around Happy Feet was released. So basically everybody was crazy with penguins. Dancing penguins, club penguins, now surfing penguins. I mean, this is the wacky shit only the late 2000s can pull off.
Oh, no, you...
I'm surprised not a lot of people are talking about this movie. I mean, a lot of things I forgot about those days, but this movie is something I will never forget. Is that this is a life documentary. I mean, sure, yeah, this is a movie about anthropomorphic penguins that surfs, but all the camera crews, the film grain, the GoPro effect, microphones, all of that gives the movie its own authenticity. And makes the story of Cody more believable. I mean, everybody's story more believable. It is kind of a genius approach they took on this movie. Like the fact it is a documentary about an underdog who grew up in a small town, that is realistically a cold, barren desert, which is hilarious. It is ditching the generic cinematography that we are used to. It is refreshing to see, and we don't get to see this kind of movie that often, which makes it stand out and more enjoyable at most.
I'm lucky I survived.
When I was a kid watching this movie, I thought of Cody to be more like Ash. He left home at a young age to pursue a dream that was never promised to him. And I thought it was pretty cool for him to do that. But then I watched the movie again. Now I'm older, I find him irresponsible and extremely arrogant. All he does is just go in the water and surf all day. But then I start to wonder, why is he doing this? Then I start to realize who Cody is. He is struggling to find a place in the world, and a place like Shiverpool, he could never fit in because there is no one like him. This made him feel unwanted, and that's why he doesn't show any vulnerability to people he is around with, thus making him look immature to most people. Although his mom, you can say that she is disappointed at him, but she only wants what's best for Cody, like every parent wants for their kid. Glenn might not see it, but deep down inside, Cody's just a lost kid who seeks a place where he can finally call home. I don't find the story quite unique. In fact, this is just cars but surfing. Sure, it might not be unique, but it doesn't mean that it's not good. A complex narrative isn't gonna fix it at all. In a story like Surf's Up, that's what the characters are made for. And how we view these characters is, I think, one of the most masterful things that they could have pulled off. Perspective. We view these characters on how the cinematography wants us to. It can set up as disturbing on a horror film, confidence, dream. What this movie has done is where they highlight character development. The biggest aesthetic of the movie is this.
Hey, get out of here!
Whoa.
The camera shaking, creating imperfect shots on how the camera zooms in comedically. And I can't forget the GoPro shot, like this looks nice. But when the moment has come for these characters to show who they really are, and when nobody is looking, we can see these characters in front of us slowly manifesting into greatness, or simply just a better version of themselves. A winner is someone having the most fun, and the movie is a masterpiece because it looks like they had a lot of fun making it.